2 at the latest.
Cool. We got plenty of time.
Maybe 10, maybe 10 to 2.
My God, thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Just crazy.
Yeah.
What? Am I seeing all-time highs? Wait a second. Is it that close to all-time highs? I'm confused right now. Alright, QQQ. I had no idea NQ is that close to all-time highs. NASDAQ. Dude, the the NASDAQ is about to hit all-time highs. This is crazy. Didn't think it was that close, even yesterday. Leaving on a jet plane.
Oh, so I should just really get into trading.
And I don't know. I just look at the NASDAQ. Look at that. That's just, look at this. This is the, what is it?
So just so you know,
2022. That's COVID.
if you're doing, yeah, it's close.
No, this is COVID. This is a retracement. This was in 2022. Moved down. And it's already come up. Holy crap.
So what I would say is that if the NASDAQ is close to its all-time, the other ones are going to be closer. Whatever one is closer is where you're going to put. Because when it hits the all-time high, it's going to bounce.
Bounce where?
It's going to do something. It's going to be some sort of,
Absolutely doing something. You're right about that, I think.
but it's watching the NASDAQ versus the S&P.
Why?
If you're trading S&P, I'd be watching the NASDAQ closer to
It's
where
true.
it's doing its thing.
Because they might not hit at the same day.
Correct. It's the same time, no, but it's going to react based on the NASDAQ.
Holy moly. All-time highs is tricky.
It is.
So I think,
I've learned to avoid it.
in my opinion, yeah, me too. I stay away from not even all-time highs, all important highs and lows,
Yeah.
daily highs and lows. There's other people who are better at me than that. That's not my arena, you know. Your annuity of if it reaches all-time high or if it reaches high,
Mhm.
I think that's the opposite of what the market's going to do. So that's the problem. I think it's going to poke all-time high, whatever, and rip down, in my opinion, because people are
The
cashing
way
out.
they do this, though, it's per quarter. So they calculate the gain or loss per quarter,
But if
not
it,
on a year.
yeah,
So I don't even know if I've had it. I'm coming up on a quarter, and they do it by my quarter, the day I got it, to that day, whatever day that is. What did the market do in those 3
yeah,
months?
but the baseline now it's gone up
So
absolutely this quarter. It's gone up a lot. So 7%, let's say.
I'm going to get an increase of 7%.
Yep. But then you're plus 7%. The market goes down
I'm good at that.
plus
So it's gonna
7%.
go down.
Yes, but you're gonna miss out. It goes down 14%,
Mhm.
let's say. Each month it goes up 3,
Mhm.
whatever. You're never gonna go up again until it hits all-time highs. So essentially, if you look at this market, the only profit you can possibly get is from the all-time high and up.
But
That sucks.
I'm guaranteed a minimum of 6% a year. Guaranteed
6% what?
in increase. So if the market just stays, if I got in and the market tanks, where I'm in,
Yep.
then it never comes back the entire year, all 4 quarters. I get 6%.
So you get a minimum of 6%,
Minimum 6%. On a
regardless.
year. So that's only, whatever, 1.5 per quarter. Regardless. if it does not
How do
flow,
they manage that then? Because,
it's rare that it happens, I suspect.
well, I thought on average it goes up like 7% a year, you know?
Not the way those guys do it.
No,
They're taking advantage of,
your funds. They're trading your funds, right?
yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing something with your funds
yeah.
that increase.
So
I don't know.
if they take funds, they're dealing with people that are getting in. So let's just
It
take
doesn't
a
actually
mortgage
matter.
house. They're playing with these funds down here, and then it goes up. Then other people are getting they're gaining. And so as it gets to the level where, remember, they're only taking the gain on the actual stock value. So let's say I get in at 200, and it goes down to 190 in the first year.
Yeah.
I'm only getting the gains on the 190 until it passes the 200. And then I get those, then my count can go up.
Yeah.
And then once it goes up a little higher, then it doesn't matter what it goes down. It's just only when it goes up.
Yeah, but you'll get, if it hangs out at 190, right?
At the end of the year, you're still going to get 6%.
Which is inching towards 200.
No, 6% of the 200
Oh,
put in.
yeah.
Guaranteed 6%.
Okay. But what if it goes up 3% on the year? Then you won't get 6. You'd get 3.
I get 3 here.
Yeah.
Correct.
They're betting that it's likely not gonna.
It's going to be minimal thing.
It needs to be a positive year. Yeah, at least. I don't think it's a scam. Then I guess I wouldn't do it, but I don't think it's a scam. It kind of is. Do you have to hold it in there in the annuity for more than a year or something like that? There's probably a time they allow you to. That's weird. How do they plan?
But mine's a shut anyway, so I don't take it out until 72.
Yeah, wait.
Right.
No, you can
I
take
could
it
do
out.
that earlier, but I mean that was it. That's until another 12 years. So.
Make less money. Yeah. That's the
you
whole
can-
purpose.
Once you take it out, then you're pulling that money. You're not getting the same guarantee. You're not getting guaranteed. Once you pull your money, you set your limit as what you get, not annuity. What you get as your return. And that's not what the market does after that.
Once you pull out.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So there must be something there that they're making. I don't know.
You made your money.
Making money on that.
You made your money, and then you can pull out.
That's commission fee.
Yeah, but I don't pay that. That's built into the plan. So when I put 200,000 in,
You actually do pay.
well, it's built into the plan. But then I don't start at 190. I start at 200.
Yeah.
So however they pay it out now.
Yeah.
They pay that out as part
They
of
have
the-
enough margin somewhere.
Yeah, but what happens, well, at least if you look at the statements, I mean, the statements that I've looked at of my own, there is a transaction fee when you take any money out.
There's actually a maintenance fee. I think it's 3%. They take 3%
That's high.
every year.
That's a high maintenance fee.
The Jackson Fund takes the 3%.
That's a high. That's a high.
But that's built in, you said? Or that's not? Oh,
So
it
when
is.
I see the projections, there's
It's including that.
Yeah.
That's how the CTA is going to do that too.
But there's still, that's a pretty high rate, 3%.
But you still make the same percentage.
If the
It's
market makes
it's
10%,
shown.
I'm getting 7%. So you're right.
That's a lot. I think that's a lot.
No,
You build it in.
they build it in the plan. If the market doesn't do anything, you get 6%. You don't get 3%. It's built in. It's already shown in your returns. I think they include it, right?
Probably you. Really?
It's so much to read.
Oh,
I-
it is.
I really want to
Really?
examine it with Joey because he knows a lot about that stuff
I
too.
can show him the exact plan. He can read through it.
I'd like to dig into it
I got the.
and
I
just
think
like,
we gotta do the thing.
yeah,
Whether or not
because then we can really figure it out. Because it's it's hard to
I want to know
understand.
what the angle is.
It's kind of cool though. It's a product to sell. Right. I want to know the angle as well. This is amazing. It's going
Greg, will you send it to
really
me if you
close
want to send it to them?
really close to all-time highs. This is crazy.
Market's really going up.
Oh my gosh, man. Chad was right. I hate it.
What?
I hate it.
Why?
Because all I had to do is press buy, Mom. Buy once.
Right.
I'd be way more rich. Isn't that crazy?
And then sell today.
No, keep holding. I mean, it's touching all-time highs right now.
Mm.
It could break out today in futures.
Right.
It's crazy. That is just wild. I didn't think it was that close today. It's just weird. Alright, so the daily is very small. We're waiting for 8:30 to hit. It's a huge day, Wednesday, FOMC day, but FOMC comes out way later in the afternoon. I only have 36 minutes of trading, so I'm only going to see the orders shuffling around in the morning time. It's still probably going to be volatile though. But yeah, they're going to wait for that announcement. I think there was something this morning.
Let's see. Christmas Eve.
Coming down, I think that's going to break and come down to this region, which was where it took off from yesterday.
This is. Yeah. You can't talk on- no?
Yeah, I'm doing some serious trading here. I got hella viewers of 0 on YouTube, but it's okay.
I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it.
I'm pretty vulnerable on the page. So yesterday was way more bullish than I had thought. Just turned around. Did not stop all the way into the close. And overnight it just sat sideways. And now today it's still in that just sitting sideways. It hasn't chosen anything yet. Um, right off the bat, I don't really have a bias for Dow, even though it's been on a roaring uptrend. Off. Let's go to smaller time frames. Let's get ready to see something. I think I'm just gonna look at NQ at the moment. I can look at others later, but I only have just a half hour of trading, so let's see. Um, all right, I think everything's set. NQH24, that's right. I just want to see if order preferences are set. Yep, there's no confirmation. That's exactly what I want. Very quick. Okay. All right, on the day, looks like it is gonna go up before it comes down. The all-time high is literally within reach. Um, I didn't put the ATR on it. I could put those lines on there. Um, it might be all-time highs might be a little bit more than the from the average true range away. Daily picture, it's posing for a small comeback bar downwards, which would be so it just goes upwards and then it comes down and prints red, and that happens at the end of a trend. So it's kind of set up for that. So at the break of that high, or sorry, the break of the low, it would be an indicator to go short with the high of the day as the stop. But right now, it looks like it wants to go up first. Um, each day has just been bullish all the way leading to this announcement. I don't know. I feel like they're teeing this up to go down. But I kind of wish I didn't know about the announcement. Announcements, you just plan for it. Okay. All right, 3 minutes is printing. If I would get long, um, I wouldn't want to do a breakout on the high day. I'd rather predict longs. So that means long before the high of day in prediction that the high of day will break. Because the high of day break is just too obvious. I mean, the last 4 days plus month, it's been up pretty much every day. So I don't want to just join the party like that. Predict now.
Order, order, order filled.
3 contracts for a 2BB predict. Let's plan stops. Tracement lines right here. You predict like this, and this would be a 1-1, 2-1. Be a high of day break, which is what I want. 645.3. So 645.25 is my target. 645.25 is my target. That's 1240. Take a picture. This is perfect. It's teeing up for it. It looks like it might work. Oh, it almost hit target. It's gone 1.75 to 1. This is zone number 705. 2BB predict H-S. Why? I think we gotta take a picture of
Order filled.
the hit. Okay, so 1230. How many apples is that? 1230 divided by 300 is 4.1 apples. 4.1 apples reward. So that means I was only risking two apples, unfortunately. That's the hard part. We need to measure before entry every single time, but it moves too quick to measure all the time. Let's take a picture. Because otherwise we would have had 6 contracts on, not 3. But I'm not complaining. That was a 2-1. So 2-1, you're supposed to have less contracts on anyways, because it's less likely to win. 4.1 Apple reward. That was a 2-1. Change that. H-S. Let's call the trade. 835 entry. Really close to 830. I don't usually do that. 12, 13, 23. I just want to check if I'm out. No stops. I didn't even place the stop. I didn't have time to. Even jumped right to target. Um, let's show daily picture, or at least, yeah, I think daily actually would be perfect to show because that was the main reason. I think it's going to break highs before it breaks the low. My assumption is that it's going to break the low day because it showed no low today. But in order to do so, it has to stretch itself a little bit, my opinion. All right, so it's still bullish. It's gone 2.75 to 1 already, so you could have held it more. But I'm happy. I usually don't go for 2 to 1s, so I'm happy with that. The 2 to 1 was just hanging out on the other side of the high, so if it's going to break high, it's probably going to get to a 2 to 1. It's pretty, it's going here. I just need to mark down this trade, what it was. This was a 3-minute 2BB predict. 3-minute, was it a 3-minute? Yep. 3-minute H-S. 2BB predict. Protected free space of 1. Anything else? I'm just putting in manually manual text of, I think it's going to break all-time high, or break high of day. Predict breaking high. It's gone 3 to 1 now, still counting. What was the pivot in the zone was? Wow, it's 25%, which is great. 25%. Okay. Take a picture, and now I'd be more short biased, but I'm just waiting for it to slow down before trying to go short. I hope high a day hits. It's possible today. With volume, it's possible. All-time highs today. Just because I want to see the ATR on this thing. Seeing how far away it is. Let's go to daily. See how far away the all-time high is. Okay, let's do it. Buddies, and ATR 830 to 3, no. Yeah, I can do that. Just make sure the inputs are 1600. Here we go. Let's see. This takes a while. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so ATR would be 210, and the open is 596. 596 plus 210 would be 806. Yeah, so it's actually less. The all-time high is less than the average range away at this point. That is, I think it's gonna break. We'll see though. Okay, back to the intra time frame. It's going down. So some retracement, which is pretty healthy, which is what was this good for the bulls, in my opinion. 140-minute. Yeah. This seems like small range right now. Seems very small range. I just want to check volume from today versus yesterday. Is it like small right now? Yeah, it's less volume. It's been less. It's been on a volume downtrend the past 3 days, so. And condensing range. Let's see the range too. Um, no, that was range. Condensing range and volume has been mixed, but range has been smaller each day. All right, here's the retracement. I think the low of day can hit. Let's go back to the 1440 chart daily. Page up. There we go. Yeah, I think this is setting up for a comeback bar low, so that means get ready looking for short bias at the moment. And we'd hold this one for the low of day. We'd hold it because that's our bet. That's our assumption. The low of day will break because that's that sideways area holding nothing. I mean, overnight was just sitting sideways. It can easily pass through that. So this is coming down for breakout at the moment. Let's just watch it play out. And it breaks out. Wow. There we go. Have no positions on yet. Coming into holding split around that 8:30 open. This is likely to work for a long. Do you place a trade? Well, I have a short bias. Why would I go long? Is the question. Even though it does look like it might work. I'm gonna put a box there. I won't place the trade, but I will track, see what happens. I really think it's gonna bounce. There's no bounce. It is just pressing it. Yep. It's now or never, right? Wow, this might turn around. If that's the case, I'd consider taking comeback bar. You gotta be super quick on these though. 6.5 NQ long. Oops. NQ long, 6.5. I'm not gonna be fast enough here. Breakout 6.5. That would be 10 contracts. It doesn't even look like it's gonna happen anyways. But the better bet would be buying now and selling on the other side of the range. That'd be more easy for the market to do. Didn't care. Continuing down. Wow. Okay. 3.25 to 12. What's that? 3.25 minus 12. That's 11.25 was the width. 11.25. So I was supposed to have 4 contracts on. I had 3, so I'm happy with that. That's relatively close to what we should be doing. And now here's the little bounce. I would suspect something here, because this is where 8:30 opened. I would definitely think it would go long. Wow, it does not care. It just keeps going down. Interesting. So the 15-minute is hitting the demand open. You could take an H setup right here. I don't think I'm going to, just because it's been destroying each demand that I think it's going to bounce at. So obviously the daily is going for the comeback bar right away. It's really not messing around for it. It's going fast. All right, now you can plot this one. This one went 3 to 1, I believe. Yep. All right, this trade is documented. 1, 2, 3. So 3 to 1. That was 1660 was the high. Yep, that's right. Okay. I think it's going to go up a little bit. There's got to be some retracement. If there isn't, and it continues lower, wow, I'd just be surprised. There's no area to take longs though, so I can't. You could take anti-breakout. If it breaks the low, you actually buy. Um, I'm not interested. I forgot about comeback bar prevention daily, which that target would be 632. So if it gets to 632, that trade has completely matured. So 632, that's an interesting area. So tracing 620s. So if it breaks this low, that on the 5-minute and all intraday time frame, that is bearish. And it's heading for that daily low. If it breaks that daily low, it could go all the way down to the full retracement would be down to 460s, which is way down there.
Limit for the answer, right? No, doesn't answer. Yeah. I don't know Danny's phone number.
1, 2, 3, 12, 12. So yesterday's volume profile, I want to see where the volume was. And the volume was, wow, the vast majority was right in the middle of the day's range, which is way down at 16,500 on the dot. So 16,500 on the daily chart. Where's that? 16,500 is, oh, okay. So that would be targets on shorts, 16,500. And if there's any zones there to go long at, that's also, in my opinion, an odds enhancer for those zones. So it looks to be a 240-minute split, 60-minute zone, 15-minute. zone, but it's a bit messy. There's no free space that it's protecting. But it's definitely worth noting. That's a zone that's probably going to be used for the announcement. It's likely to bounce. So around 16,500. Good area for a long today. Okay. I don't usually go down to the 1 minute, but this needs to be marked. This area right here. It's likely, I think it would touch that. It's on the end of the 3 minute split and 5 minute split. They're both in agreement. But if it does that, that would be an anti-breakout on the 15 minute, in my opinion. So, hmm, so that probably would have hit next hour. So that's 6 minutes away. That would make the most sense. If it hits it during this hour, then probably be even better, actually. Okay. I think I'm placing this. It's just a 1 minute. I don't usually trade 1 minutes. I don't really like it. 1 minute.
Really want to be gone that long. I know,
Come for a month.
but I don't want to miss all the students. It's like right in the season.
So we have to go with the lab.
I'm plotting it. 7.5. I think you just gotta do things, you know?
I guess.
Holding level on the 1 minute. Ah, that's tough. Don't like 1 minutes. But it's gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. It's a trade. You gotta play it. So 1 minute holding level, protecting free space
Pardon the sense out of email. When I see the photos, people-
of 1, middle of range,
Yeah, that's-
middle of range.
Right.
And it decides to go lower. Wow. I still would have this plotted. So I'm gonna have that trade in there. I would go for a 1-to-1, so that's 9 contracts. 9 contracts at 624. So 625 flat. 9 contracts, 625. My gosh, I might have hit it already. Jeez. 632.5.
Oh, no, but it across everywhere. Oh, I see.
632.5. Right?
Do we only have
So if you
payments
look on
for
the
this
chart
one?
right here, it's a 1 minute.
No.
Put the stop in correctly. 632.5. So that means 632.75 is my exit. 2.75. Targets for a 1-to-1 would be down to 617.33. So 617.25. 617.25. Nice. It's a very small trade. High contracts and small width. Five minutes until my trading's done, but 2.5 minutes till the 60-minute prints another. It's stopping at low of day. Did it break? No, it did not. It's got completely turned around. Got rejected. But it might try to take another stab at it. Even if it gets rejected, I'm still really bearish on that low day. Really bearish on it. With just gotta take pictures of the trade. We're leaving it on at this point. Looks fine with me. $706 zone number. Let's look at the 5 minute, 3 minute too. All these are good to look at. This needs to be nearby. Let's go the 5 minute. Wow, doesn't look like it's coming up to get me in.
When you hit your five, do you have any secrets?
No.
No.
15 minute. 15 minutes is a good time frame to look at because this is a 1 minute. 15 minutes pretty much gives you that an idea where it is. I don't like how it's right on the opens
Well, I know I have to be home.
because that's too
March 3rd,
obvious,
because
but I am
had-
only asking for a 1-to-1.
That's so freaking hard.
It's tough. I'm still taking it.
First weekend in March.
Yeah, that's okay. That's really nice. So much first, second, third, you have to be home. So I guess we have to go before that.
At Verona Middle School now, I think.
Yeah, that's right. What I always, because it's the last one, and can't skip that. We skipped the last two.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
They were gone.
I thought we
Oh, yeah,
did.
we did last year.
I remember there. I was there too.
That's right. What? Okay, so what do you think?
Current contract is 4.5 apples risk. It's fine. 1-to-1. That's totally fine with me.
When will you be missing Tyra?
That would be the trade. Right there. We're right there.
Oh, they're going to Belize.
Who?
Luann, Mike and Luann are going to Belize
That's cool.
in March, and then Florida in April.
I don't know where that is. Sounds cool. Daily.
Mhm. It's funny that they're going there.
I think that's a tax haven.
You think it's a what?
It's a tax haven country.
Yeah, Greg's good friend. College
626
roommate.
Really? That is funny. Oh boy.
So funny.
Want to go to Belize? It's funny. Wow. That's crazy. Was she white? Do you remember? No.
It's Spanish, right?
I'm done trading. Alright. I should probably create a rule. So I know no only exits, but can I have a trade set and forget? Which is what this would be. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Nothing's changing. Set and forget. Then I'd have to be around the computer. I'm gonna leave it on. No more entries. The only thing I could do was manage this position. It's not even in yet.
Well, I wish we didn't have to miss two of them. But I guess we can drive any time.
I'm
They're
just gonna let this
January
trade
4th, 11th, 18th,
be. We
25th.
enter, we enter. That's how
We'll
it
be
is.
there January 4th,
Looks
11th,
like we might reach
18th,
entry.
25th,
We
1st,
reach entry.
8th.
So
We'll
that
miss the
would be
15th and the
17.25. That's right.
22nd. We'll be back for the 29th, and then March 7th is the party. So I guess we should check in like the 10th. Well, the play is the first, right? So
February 29th, the next week, next month.
Right,
Right.
yeah. That's what I just said, we'll be back for the 29th. So I guess we'll miss the 15th and the 22nd. We have to miss them. But you want to go for a full 2 weeks?
They go for a month. What do you think they do?
Yeah, they go for a month. I'm not taking a month's vacation time. I'm not even taking 2 weeks. I'm gonna take vacation just on Mondays and Fridays and some afternoons. I'm at work. I mean, I have no desire to do anything. Except see my friends or see my cousins, see my mother. You don't want to like, I'm not gonna go golfing, probably maybe one day if you want, but I don't, I mean, I'm just working on a really different location, that's all I get. So, and I would take a week off if we, not taking 2 weeks off. So why don't we just book 1 week at a nice place? And then if we have to add some more days, we can always add days. So we can notice that snow season's coming up, so it might end up just being bad weather. So I think your safest week to book is either the week of the 15th, February 15th, or the week of February 22nd. Either one of those. I'm looking forward to it all. What was that? Are you gonna have to be more convincing? Luann says that Mike bought an Icon pass for Denver, and he'll probably be going out there several times. But he will probably leave after Thursday and be back before Thursday. So he'll probably leave Friday morning, ski, and then get back the next week Wednesday, and he'll probably do that 2 or 3 times during the year, so he can be back for Thursday night. That's what she just said. Yeah, he's all the time. He got the pass for Denver. So he'll drive to Denver on a Friday, ski until the next week, Tuesday.
Where's the scale?
I don't know. I don't know. And he'll probably do that.
Order filled.
Probably not for long. Okay. Yeah, good job. Wow. Wow. You quit your job.
Yeah, you know what? People just got a $2.50 raise too. I talked about that. Whatever.
You just couldn't find any other place to go with it. There's so many openings all over the place. Wow.
And so anyway, I am done. So, I'm like, I'm gonna be. So,
Wow. Oh my gosh, congratulations. That's very exciting.
you know, and I could have stayed part time, which I probably should have done. But I just this coworker just drives me nuts. I just cannot work with her. I mean, if I just saw her down the street, I'd be really nice to her and say hi to her. And not that she's like, she's just really hard to work with. She's cool and like I have her, you know, either team player, let's put it that way. I mean, I'm so used to working with people that are treated as an equal. That she doesn't. I mean, she just has treated everyone like she's our supervisor.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you say? What did they say when you told your boss? Bad cough. Wow. Yeah. Hurting too. Yeah.
0.5, 75%. I would say 100% is on this one. 100% is. We've moved our stop to 9:30. What is it? 9:30. Sheesh. 990. 990. Oh yeah. 3.3 apples on is my risk. So I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
It is 3.3. That's just how it has to be. It's just how we have to do it. We can plot the
Wow,
trade
I
though.
can't believe they don't accumulate this
We got in at
and write it off. I mean,
9:11.
there's an official process they gotta follow to do that, but they can do that.
So 6.
Yeah.
1 minute, 1 minute, protecting free space, middle range, recency of
Mhm.
2, 3. I mean, not much. 2, 3. Magnitude of 2, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, 2, 3, 2. 2, 3. I'm gonna say 2, 3.
Mhm.
3. X score of X score of 1 to 3.5. 3.5 X
Yeah.
score. About to get stopped out. 3.5. Yeah. Is there any other thing that we need to track? Is it low? No, not really low. Closer to 0.75 to 1. Closer to 0.5. What else needs to be tracked? Middle of range, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds like it. Looks like middle of range. Let me say mid more then. Mid more. What other traits are there? Vacuum free space. Outside local distal line, is that right?
Mhm.
Not really. Not particularly. Sure. Sure, I'll say outside local distal line.
Yeah,
Kinda is on a 1 minute. Regional distal line, no. Could be that.
yeah.
Is the arrival overextended? No, it's not. It's not the break.
Order filled.
And
Yeah.
that's it. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
This is 3.3,
Wow.
so we risked
Yeah, good.
3.3.
I'm excited. That's something to celebrate. Yep.
Negative 3.3 apples on that one. This has gone 0.5 to 1. Yeah, there he goes.
Okay.
Alright, that's all there is to it.
All right.
Okay.